Hey, what's up guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we are going to see how you can make a 3D face model using a Keentools inside Nuke. So as you can see, I have this image which I'm going to make a face model, and I will show you how you can wrap any texture or anything on a face, and then we will going to see how to track that face model. Okay, so as you can see, so I basically wrap this sticker on her face. So we will see the process of using Keentools to make a 3D model and do unwrap and then apply a texture on that unwrap model, and then reapplying that entire texture on this face. First thing, what you really need is image, any kind of image or footage, whatever. But if you have images with a bunch of different angle, that will be pretty good to make a 3D face representing of this lady. If you have a Keentools, then just go to that menu and you will see they have many mini tools like geo tracker, pin tool, read geo, and face builder, face tracker, and texture builder. If you want to make any face, you need to take a face builder first, and this is the face builder and which I'm using here. So first thing, we need to make a 3D face model that represent this girl. The face builder have built-in default face model. If you have many different angle images of this lady face, you can make a 3D face exactly matching with this image. But for now, we are going to see how to quickly make a 3D face model, and then we will see how to track that face and do other stuff. So first of all, I'm connecting the camera to camera, and in this one I have this default camera which is coming from Nuke. I set this to 50mm because I'm assuming this is a 50mm lens, that's why. Now connect the BG to this our input image and just view this one. As you can see, we have this topology, and let's set this to mid poly, and we have the center geo. Just click this center geo, and as you can see, we have this basic face model, which is not correct because this face shape is different and this is different. That's why if you have many images of this face, I mean top, left, right, and all that other angles, then you can convert this the default face into this face. So for now, I'm just aligning this one of this single image. So first thing, I'm aligning this nose to this nose center, and then second, I'm aligning this eyes to here. Just click and you will add a point here. Okay, so as you can see, I roughly align this face to this image. As you can see, we have this many options here with what we want from this here. So if I remove like scalp, so I'm removing the top one, so that you can remove anything that you don't want. See, now I have my face is ready. So what I can do, if I go to the result tab, and I can export a transform geo, and or I can export face tracker, which we're going to cover later. But for now, we don't need anything. Just leave it like this, and if I go to this here, and as you can see, this is the face we have, and this is the face. If I check the camera, let's see what we can do. We can export transform geo, which is linked, and to export this one, and which you connect here, and as you can see, this is the position of this face in a 3D space. So then what I did, a projection, and I apply on this image. As you can see, now I'm just projecting this image with this camera basically, and I'm applying this one, and if I view through that camera, as you can see, we have this image. And then what I did here, I put a scanline render, and I set the projection mode to UV. So if I set this to render camera, we have this girl exactly like this. So if I set this to AB, as you can see, this is looking pretty same, but the position is different because the render size is different, that's why. So I'm connecting this one. I'm doing this one to get unwrap. So just set this to UV, So as you can see, so this is the unwrapped face of this girl basically. Then what I did basically, I removed this hair. As you can see, I removed this one here, and then what I did, I'm using this one as a material, and then applying this one again on this 3D face model. As you can see, I'm taking this face model again and I'm rendering through scanline render and aligning this one here. As you can see, now I successfully remove this one with that unwrap process. It's not 100% accurate, but I removed. And as you can see, we are losing the quality, because if I check my scanline render, I rendered this one pretty low quality. As you can see, that's why it's not a full res, and I don't need that much, so that's why. But as you can see, I remove this one, and then again in the downpipe I'm using this beard model, this model, and again I'm doing a unwrap process. I'm just checking the unwrap one and I'm applying this one again on this unwrap image. So what I did here, I just check this one and I take a one merge and connect this one and this one here directly to see how they are aligning. So as you can see, now they are aligning, and then I'm just copy pasting this bunch of times where I want. As you can see, I'm disconnecting but disable these two, these. So as you can see, I'm just viewing here, and I'm just adding a transform and just applying one by one. And then I delete this one. So I delete this one. Now I have this exact position where my face model is, and then I'm applying this one again to my face model. As you can see, again rendering through scanline render and with the full quality. As you can see now, 4K, and then applying this one here. That's how you can add a sticker to the face. So let's see. So this is a script. I will provide you this script in my Patreon account. You can download there, and let's see the other example where we can do a face track basically and do the same process what we did here. Okay, so if you guys know about the ST map, I posted a video about ST map and how you can use ST map in a different way. One of the way I show you using a face model like this, and I'm applying a ST map to the face model, and then reusing this one to wrap anything using a ST map, and then just plussing here. So in this is the 2D method. We are using this one as a ST map, and then you can add any source, anything, and using ST map now you can wrap this one. So if you don't know, just go and check that out. But for now, let's what we are going to do here. As you can see, I have this footage of this girl. As you can see here, she's looking here and there. So we have a bunch of angle of her face. So what I did here, I take a frame. So this frame and different frame, I take a different frame, and if I just show you this frame and this frame, as you can see, I took it these many frames, and then what I did here, I using the same method, model builder, and I build this face for this girl. As you can see, I took it 3 keyframes. As you can see, this I align this face, and the next frame I align here, and next frame I align here. So I get a roughly face shape on this model. And after building this face model, I in here, if I go to that result tab, you can export a face tracker, but I exported a face tracker. So in the face tracker, we can add this geo, this PG, and this camera. Okay, and then I track this face to that entire shot, and I see I excluded this part because the hand is coming over. So to exclude anything, if I just clear this one, you can take this surface mask and you can just paint this one. So this part will be excluded. Then I track this one. But before doing any tracking and anything using a face tracker or geo model builder, what you first need to do, you need to make an analysis file. So this is basically is making a tracking file, something like this, like we did a smart vector. So you need to save it somewhere, and you need to render this one out. After rendering, you can import here, and then you can start doing a tracking basically. So as you can see, this is my tracking look like, as you can see. So it's not perfect, but it's following the face and it's looking pretty good, as you can see. So I will show you how to track this one face from scratch. So I'm taking a face tracker. So I'm connecting geo to geo, and background to background and camera to camera. Okay, so I'm coming here and let's pick a good frame. Okay, so let's see this frame. So I'm just connecting center geo and this is the face, so just align this one. Let's go and let's drag this one and let's see. Okay, see, as you can see, we need a pre-calculate analysis file. I added a pre-cal file here. Okay, let's drag this one and see how it is going. Let me just align this one a little bit better and let's drag this one. So as you can see, I'm tracking frame by frame. Let's see. See here, now I need a surface mask here, so I'm going back to my frame and I'm adding this one here. So it will basically exclude this part to not gonna track because the hand is coming over. So let's go here, track again. See, as you can see, I tracked this this much. Now if I want to refine, because see, it's not aligning, so I'm just correcting the face. So this is how she's supposed to be. Okay, so I did a changes here. So as you can see, we created 2 keyframes and all other keyframes are tracked basically. So these 2 keyframes we need to hit refine, so it will go these 2 keyframe in between and it will refine this track. So we don't basically need to do anything to refine in every frame. It will refine in all the frames which we tracked. Okay, so as you can see, this is pretty good now. So let's see, go in between, and if we need, we can just check. And I think the mouth need to be open a bit, and this one, so we can hit again refine. So as you can see, it will refine these 2 keyframes and these 2 keyframes, as you can see. So that's how you can track this one. And see, now after tracking, if I go to the 3D space and if you check that model, as you can see, now this model is animated. And if you view through that camera, as you can see, this model is now animated. And what does that mean? If I go this side way, and you can put a scene basically here, and you can put a scanline render and connect the same camera which we are using. And as you can see, we are rendering this one. Let's see the frame range. So from here to here, so we tracked that 1 second footage, as you can see, and this is our model. So what we can do, we can just render this one out and we can use as a read geo, but in my case I'm using directly here. So if I add apply material node in the bottom, so we can apply anything, like I'm applying a wireframe here just to show you, see through this one, and just connect the background to this input plate. And as you can see, this one is nicely tracked, as you can see. Let's play and check. So as you can see, it's tracking fairly good. We need to refine it a bit more, but for this tutorial purpose, this is good for now. And let's see how you can use this one to do further steps. So there is a 2 way you can use this geometry to do any kind of stuff on her face. So the one I show you before, using a ST map. If you don't know, just go and check that out, ST map. And the second is to do a UV unwrap. So in that one, I'm just basically unplugging this background and just setting the projection mode to UV. And as you can see, we have this UV, but we need to change the format because the UV format need to be square. So I'm just changing this format to this 2k square. So as you can see, now we can see the UV properly. And to see the face, so what we can do, we can apply this material to here, and we don't need to do apply material, we need to add a projection. So just take a project 3D node, connect the camera to camera, and this one image to image, and we need apply material, so we can apply this one here and just connect this one here. As you can see, now we are successfully applied this one here, and as you can see, and then we can render this one in the scanline render, and we have this one. So I'm just removing that front side. Okay, so as you can see now, if I play this one, so this is the unwrap and stabilize version of this curl face. So basically we are unwrapping the face in a flat surface, so we can do anything on the face. So let's see how good this is. As you can see, this is fairly stable. As you can see, now the thing is, what we have this stabilize unwrap footage of this girl. So what we can do, we can use this one, this image, and let's see if I take Rotopaint, and if I paint something here like this, like this, and like this. Okay, so these are, I just need to set this to all frames. So I set this one here. So what I can do, I can use entire image. I can use this one to apply anything. I mean, if I just connect this one here, as you can see, they are in the same position. I can just show you what I mean. So see, we have to just view this one like here, and I can use this one again, apply material, just apply this material to this model again, and using a scanline render again here, just connect the scene to scene and camera to camera. In this one, instead of UV, we can set this to render cam, and just connect this one normally to this merge node. And as you can see, we are applied this texture to this skull face, as you can see. Because we work on the UV space, so everything is working together and the results are pretty good. This is the same way the 3D artists are working when they are doing a texturing and anything. As you can see, what we did basically, we have this unwrap face model, so we know the way to place the texture. So it will be a wrap on this model, on exactly on this position and this position. So we have this unwrap model. What you can do, we can take a constant Rotopaint. So I paint on this position, which is the same format, because I'm connecting the 3 format to this PG also, and I'm adding a one merge to see that alignment where I'm painting. And only this roto node, what I can do, I can just apply material on this face. So as you can see in the 3D space, you can see where it's applying, and then I'm rendering this one scanline render using a projection mode to render cam, and just connecting the camera to camera input, and then I'm rendering this one to that background. So this is the UV workflow using a Keentools. So it's pretty good tool to track. As you can see, I'm tracking this one fairly well, and see, it's little bit wobbly, but it's tracking very good. This is how you can track a 3D face and make your 3D face. Another advantage of doing this one, you can do a relighting. So as you can see, we have this face model, right? So I'm taking this one another here and connecting this to scene. I'm connecting this to this one and connecting this camera to camera, and this camera, okay, and just viewing this one here. So we have this gray. So what I can do, I can go to that here and see I'm generating a motion vector also. So I'm generating output vector, surface point and normal point. So I'm just pressing, and this is the position, so I'm just adding a P, and this is the normal, so I'm just adding a normal N. Okay, now if I go to that N, as you can see we have this normal and we have this position pass here. So what we can do, we can first of all, I'm just shuffle that pass out first quickly. So I'm taking a normal pass and I'm just doing a normal relighting. I'm using this one, this normal rotate, which is comes from this Nuke survival toolkit. And I also made my own tool, which is very simple, N mask. So as you can see, this one also based on the normal. So if I could click this one here, and if I view this one, as you can see, it will give you the angle where you want the light will go, as you can see. So the both are the same. So let's use this one, because this is what you can do. You can just color pick where you want, as you can see. So it's pretty good. And let's see if I want to light up this direction. So let's see. And I have this mask, so what I can do, I can use a grade node, connect this grade to my plate first. Okay, and then I'm connect my mask to this one, and I basically do a relight here, as you can see. And see, light is coming this direction. So what I can do, just go to my alpha and connect, light is coming from this direction. Okay, and if I view it here, as you can see, now we can enhance that light, and if you want, we can rotate the light also. See, and as you can see, it's looking pretty good. See, we are basically did a relight on this face using the face model. So if you have a face model, you can do a lot of, you can do a relight, you can do unwrap, and you can do if you don't want to do unwrap, you can do a ST map. So the possibilities are very endless. And once you did a face track, you can put this face model in a 3D software, and you can do a lot more stuff. So the limit is, so there is no limit what you can do. So that's how you can use a Keentools. If you have any questions, please let me know. This is not the in-depth one, but I will try to show you what is the possibilities of using a Keentools and how you can use this one in your compositing workflow. Please let me know what do you think, and any future tutorial topics is also welcome. So hope you learned something. Thank you for watching. We will see you in a very next one.